Now, I was struggling with a title when it came to thinking of this video because there's not really much left for me to talk about. I've covered Battlefield 4 as pretty much as I can, and my channel has grown massively throughout that time, and I'm very grateful for everyone that subscribed. But then it came to me, Battlefield 3 is now finished and we're building up to Battlefield 4. So it's time for new beginnings. What do I mean by new beginnings, I hear you ask? Well, when Battlefield 3 first came out, I was pretty excited for the game. It was a massive step forward in terms of the Battlefield community at least. It actually drew in some massive attention at E3, and throughout the life of the game, we gained a lot more of a community than what we had before it. Looking at Battlefield 3 as a whole, and I think we should do when comparing games, or at least giving them a rating of our own, including all the marketing, all the DLCs, all the extra things that DICE put in, they really put a massive effort in, and I have to say, this is perhaps the best FPS game I have ever played, or at least the best FPS game that I've played in the last 2 years. But it goes without saying that Battlefield 3 wasn't exactly perfect. There were far too many game-breaking features for my liking. They were using a version of Frostbite that they hadn't particularly used for very long. Battlelog was a pain in the arse to use, especially for PC users. It was so buggy when it first came out, and it took them far too long, and it's still taking them too long to implement features such as invisibility mode. That should be implemented from the start. And this is where my idea of new beginnings comes in. We've got a new playground to go and mess around in, and it's called Battlefield 4. Taking in all of the information that we gave DICE during Battlefield 3, with them testing out all new features, we're going to be getting a game that perhaps we should have been getting 2 years ago, but it just never came about. And this new game is going to give the Battlefield community a chance to sort of regrow, rejuvenate, and get rid of all those stigmas that we saw in Battlefield 3. The hate on the M16 users, the fact that people only used to play Operation Metro 64, Conquest servers if you were playing on PC, the fact that PC is elitist. All of those things can go out of the window now. The playing field is more level than it ever has been before, and I think the whole Battlefield community is going to appreciate that. Of course, we've got Battlefield 3 on current gen consoles, PC and next generation consoles, so for pretty much any budget, Battlefield 4 is going to be available. We're going to be seeing the return of Commander Mode, a feature that was last featured in 2142 that was left out of 3 more Battlefield games in between now and Battlefield 2142, and I have to say it's something that I'm really looking forward to, and Battlefield veterans are really going to appreciate that feature. For all those budding machinima makers out there, we now have Spectator Mode, which is really going to enable us to make videos that we never thought we could make before with relative ease. We don't have to go out of our way to create tools for the community to use. They're now built into the game. We're seeing the epic scale return from Battlefield Bad Company 2 in terms of destruction with Levolution, with new things being put in as well. Battlefield 3's ridiculous suppression engine has been tweaked and refined, so it now actually works how suppression probably should work and how you would represent it in real life. Naval combat is coming back in full force as if it had never left the Battlefield community, something we didn't see in Battlefield 3 unless you count naval combat being stationary aircraft carriers and RIB boats, which I don't. It's coming back in full force in Battlefield 4. Customization beyond belief. When I first played Battlefield 3, I thought the customization was a big step forward from Bad Company 2, but Battlefield 4 is on a completely different level. And the last one on the list, whether you like it or not, Battlefield Premium is making a return in Battlefield 4, along with 5 DLCs, 20 maps, weapons, vehicles, camos, you name it, everything is in there. And with the growing, powerful Battlefield community behind this game, Battlefield 4, for me at least, is going to be the best game of 2013 and 2014. But the game can only ever be what the community makes it, so from me I say go out there and make the most of it. The Battlefield 4 beta is only a few days away now. If you haven't already, please make sure you get yourself into that beta. There are 3 ways to do it, 2 of which are only available now. You can pre-order Battlefield 4 or be part of Battlefield 3 Premium. Get into that beta and play the hell out of it. It's going to be a brilliant game, and the more feedback that we can give DICE the better, because they can make the game as good as it can be on release. So that's my powerful speech now over with. I can actually get on with the rest of the commentary, because there are a couple more things that I actually want to share with you today. So what you can see at the bottom of the screen there is the first thing that I'm going to talk about. Those are 10 bits of artwork for Battlefield 4, and I don't know if you can put one and one together and make two. Those are 10 images of the base game maps that are going to be included in Battlefield 4. Now so far, of those 10 maps, I believe we have 5 confirmed names. Now they are Seas of Shanghai, Paracel Storm, Operation Locker, Golmud Railway, and this one is newly released today actually. This one is called Zavod 311. Now that's a very strange name, but it's actually going to be the map that's available to play at Eurogamer in London on the Xbox One, which I'll be playing probably right now actually, considering I'm going to release this video tomorrow and I'm recording it on a Thursday. So on a Friday at about sort of 5 o'clock, I'll be at Eurogamer perhaps playing the game. So in the following video to this one, you'll probably hear me talk about this map and probably tell you how good it is. The remaining 5 maps haven't actually been given a name yet, but considering we're only about 4 weeks away from the release of Battlefield 4 now, it can't be too long before we find out what they're actually called anyway. And the second bit of news I have for you, well, it's probably not news, it's more of like a massive giveaway. And if you guys want to be in with a chance of winning a Battlefield 4 powered AMD gaming PC, then I suggest you head over to the link in the description entitled youtube.com/shustybang. They're giving away a massive amount of PC gaming equipment over the next 30 days leading up to Battlefield 4. So if you guys want to be in with a chance of winning some serious gaming kit, then I suggest you head over there right now and listen to the rules so you can be in with a chance of winning. And that is it guys, that is my last video before the Battlefield 4 beta comes out. Now don't worry, I will be covering the Battlefield 4 beta. I'm going to be doing my first impressions, you're going to be seeing some gameplay on there as well. Maybe do a live com with Matt the Musketeer if he agrees to that. Probably going to be doing some map tactics perhaps, maybe some sort of gun issues, kind of things like that, twerking out the bugs. Maybe just some general conversation, I'm not entirely sure. But make sure you stick around on my channel for that, as you're going to be seeing plenty of videos in the next couple of weeks. But that's it for the video guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, likes and comments are always appreciated, but until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the Battlefield 4 beta.